Now, if I considered fitting into these pants success, you might say there's a logistics problem. Success. It's a big word, and everybody wants it. Yet what does it look like to you? Society tells us what they think health, wealth, and happiness looks like. But do you agree? Have you ever made a mistake? Have you ever been seduced by money? Have you ever fallen in love with the wrong person? It was 6 years ago. I was sitting in my old red Ford in a parking lot. It was the worst neighborhood in Toronto. I look up at the sky, sad rain, sad future. The air smelled like wet, fresh cut grass. I watched with envy at the hard-working, committed windshield wipers. They were working harder than I had worked in weeks, possibly months. I grabbed the last one in the box. It tasted like failure and palm oil. And like my life, had a hole in it. The phone rings. It's Mike. I wipe my face from self-pity. Mike is my boss. Mike is my trainer. Mike is the man I'm in love with. I tried to sound successful. What does success sound like? Hello? It all started 9 months earlier. It was a normal Toastmasters session. I was sitting on a hard chair in a warm room. The smell of coffee and donuts filled the air, and I heard a stranger laugh. And there he stood. Folks, Toastmasters can change your life. Mike had a smile like a toothpaste commercial. He had arms as thick and strong as a lumberjack. And he had this blonde, golden, wavy hair that bounced into our Toastmasters session. This man could have written the persuasion manual. He made us laugh, and he listened to me with those big, strong, blue eyes. And do you know what Mike told little old me? Jessica, with your personality, you could make a lot of money doing what I do. But I loved my job. I had spent 3 years volunteering and working in Africa and South America, and I had come back. I got a post-grad in nonprofit management, and I was making a real difference, selling, training, and entertaining. But was it enough? Mike went on luxurious holidays to fancy islands like Aruba. He played tennis with local politicians. He did CrossFit. And he had a very expensive blow dryer called a Mercedes. But I thought, I can do what Mike does. This new job would be perfect. Fresh air, money, Mike, and Mike. Mike! What on earth drove this man to do this thankless, terrible, horrifying sales job? It's minus 20 degrees Celsius, a typical spring day in Canada. The rules of success. Approach 50 construction workers on the construction site. Scare them by yelling statistics of how they could hurt themselves and what would happen to their children, and then convince them, manipulate them, scare them into giving us their phone number. This is what Mike and I called selling disability insurance. By this time, I had been trained. So that meant no more Mike, 100% commission, 97% rejection. Terrible job. Toastmasters can change your life. I blame the donuts. My life had changed drastically. I was living in a small bedroom. I had quit yoga. I had quit Toastmasters, for God's sake. What were my values? Perhaps success to one person is soul-sucking to another person. I went on a 10-month eat, pray, love to Asia. And when I came back, I had clarity. I knew what my life was about. I knew what success looked to me. Now, I'm here. Thanks to Toastmasters. Toastmasters can change your life. And I'm here to ask you, what does success look like to you? I suggest that we don't listen to what society says about what success looks like. I suggest that we find our own definitions and we see what fits us and then we wear it with confidence.